Hey, everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. SonicWeb Studios is the answer. SonicWeb Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. SonicWeb Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags makes great gifts 24/7 for your family, friends, and loved ones. Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also cool merchandise like T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and also phone cases and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you give generously today. We're here with a terrific lady who's the host of the popular JoJo Show since January 3rd of this year. And she was born and raised in Arkansas and began her career in the insurance field. So Geico lizards and flows and all that, just watch out. And she also broke multiple national records. So can these characters do that? I guess we'll just find out. And she became the chief sales officer for 2 different broadcasting networks. And she was inspired by her daughter, Madeline, to create Stand By You Foundation. We'll talk more about that. She later became a resiliency and grit coach to also a top agent as well, talent agent, and also marketing teacher for client specializing in custom packages, and also the face and model for Moist Marketing. We'll talk about that. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Little Rock, Arkansas, home of the hot tubs and hot springs, and the very amazing, multi-talented host of the JoJo Show, ladies and gentlemen, JoJo Hess, or best known as JoJo. JoJo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
I'm so glad to be here. You're amazing.
Well, you're amazing too. And of course, I checked out your shows. You're on with Victor Santiago of the Don Vic Show. You had a number of guests, and you had some wrestlers on. You had actors, actresses, and some of the people I had on. And you've got a terrific base out there. I mean, it's really gaining steam, and you've been doing it since January 3rd of this year. And born and raised in Arkansas, and began a career in the insurance field, and you broke multiple national records. You later became a chief sales officer for 2 different broadcasting networks. You're inspired by your daughter Madeline to start the Stand By You Foundation, and you later became a resiliency grit coach and also a talent agent, marketing teacher for clients specializing in client packages. You're also the face and model for Moist Marketing. And before getting on that, JoJo, tell us how you first got started.
Man, that's so much. You just spit it out so fast.
Well, go on the Wayback Machine, Sherman. Wayback Machine. We encourage you. Time machine. Let's go.
Time machine. So, no. Like you said, when I left the Air Force, I went into the insurance field, and that showed me that I was okay at selling. I did fairly well at it. And so then I was offered the positions at the broadcasting networks, and it just grew from there. I found out quickly that I didn't like some instances and experiences that I was in. And so I wanted to create something that I could show people how I wanted to be treated, and I could relay that to them as well.
Mm-hmm. And how so about the way things didn't like when you were in broadcasting, and what were the networks that you're in?
It was Quantum Star TV and then Connect to Your City TV. both on Roku. But you know, there's good people and there's bad people in every field. But in the entertainment industry, maybe a little more. And people feel that they have to be deceitful, scratch and claw to get to the top, and that's really not how you get to the top. To get to the top, you just be kind, and that sets you apart from everybody else.
Mhm. But then again, too, also in the insurance field, you broke multiple national records. I mean, I'd be glad to buy insurance from you. I mean, it's just like I probably buy from you, then the lizard, then Flo, or maybe that guy calls, hey, State Farm here, or anything like that, or maybe like from an emu or some animal, whatever it is, or any character and all that's like, I mean, national records. I mean, that's got to be amazing. How'd you do it?
It was real easy. We were virtual because of COVID and all of that. So I just would have the appointments over Zoom with them, talk to them. Now I sold life insurance. So granted, everybody needs it. And it just kind of sold itself. And it really was that easy. A lot of times people try to make things out to be a lot harder than they really are. So I just did that due diligence.
And also, too, you also went into broadcasting as well, too. And, becoming a CSL for 2 different networks. You got your own show. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
Oh, that's a big question. It's everything. When I decided to do the podcast, that's changed absolutely everything. But to realize too that everybody is on the same playing field, no matter if you see them as a celebrity or just an average person, you want to treat the average person like they're a celebrity, and then treat the celebrity like they're an average person. But just seeing that I could speak with anybody and then I could get my message out there and really try to help individuals, that swung the career a completely different direction.
That's rather interesting. Who are some of your favorite celebrities growing up?
Ooh, goodness. Johnny Depp, Elijah Wood, and Vin Diesel.
Wow, that's amazing. And that trademark laugh, you can make millions off of that. You know that?
It cannot be duplicated.
Even I can't even do it. I got to say that. And you also became the host of the popular JoJo Show since January 3rd this year. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. But first, to listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com and over 30 podcast platforms. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great merchandise, great books, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today and support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you give generously today. We're here with the host of popular JoJo Show since January this year on the Mike Wagner Show with JoJo Hess. And born and raised in Arkansas, she's lived there just for our life. She's been in insurance, broadcasting, chief sales officer, and also inspired by our daughter. But first, let's talk about the JoJo Show as well, too, getting started back in January. And tell us all about the show and how'd you get started?
Well, I wanted to give people the opportunity to come and promote themselves. Just a platform, which I know there's so many out there that allow that. But the thing that I believe sets the show and everyone else's apart is that, I make and I don't make them, I don't force them, but they're nice enough to share their stories, their inspiring stories, but also how they feel like kindness is important in today's world. And that, like you've heard me say a million times, is so important. And that's really what I try to stick to more than anything.
You also had some interesting guests as well, too. Who are some of the interesting guests that you have? And maybe like, what one of the more memorable ones, maybe a really funny story that you have.
Let me think on that one. Well, last night was Esau McKnight, and he's a huge inspiration to me. And I was so happy that he came on. Now we do a lot of paranormal interviews. That's becoming a big thing. David Childers, he has been nothing but a huge help with everything, but he has really, we're going on a ghost hunt. Somehow I got wrapped into this. And so we'll be broadcasting that whenever that happens. But definitely, let's see here. Sandy Johnson, the nicest lady I've ever met on the face of the earth. She is a talented actress, and she was on the first Halloween movie.
Oh, really? Wow. Like what? Halloween 1 to like Halloween, 550 million or something.
I know. And she was actually in this last one too, she was telling me, but she was just such a kind lady. And honestly, everyone that I've met's been so nice.
Oh, that's amazing too. I think I had some people on Halloween and similar as well too. I've had 900 guests, and it's like, problem is I can't remember who's been on what and everything else. And there are days I forget what I had for breakfast. There are days I forgot how many cups of coffee I had. So,
it stays busy. It's hard to keep it all straight.
But then again, also too, that you've also interviewed a number of celebrities, movie stars, and everything. What are some of your favorite movies growing up?
My favorite movies. Ooh, Deep Blue Sea was definitely a favorite of mine. The Sound of Music, that was a good one. Fiddler on the Roof. Obviously, I'm kind of into musicals.
Oh, okay. Wow. Amazing.
Yes. I would love to get some Broadway stars at some point on the show. That would be amazing.
And also, how about some of your favorite musicians as well too? You've had some musicians on as well too, and talk about some of your favorite musicians.
Yes. Now, my favorite is John Mayer and Jack Johnson. But I grew up at like classic rock, stemming from my parents. So Leonard Skinner was always a favorite. Yes. But I try to dabble in every genre.
And also too, it's like, if you had the choice of picking any guest, who would it be and why?
Steve Harvey, without a doubt, because I want to be him one day. I will tell you that. But I love how everybody loves him because he knows how to approach each person differently. And I think that's a lesson everybody needs to learn. And I completely am inspired by him.
And very inspiring as well too. And what can we expect you more on the JoJo show and coming up and everything else?
Well, we've got some actors coming up. We've got a whole lineup of boxers, MMA fighters, and then bare knuckle fighters will be coming on. I believe there's about 7 total coming. And then let's see here. We have some musicians out of Nashville will be joining.
Oh, nice.
And then Kane Brown which is a huge country singer, just agreed to come on the show. So I'm so excited.
Oh, that sounds very exciting. And also, where can we find the JoJo show at?
You can find it on Facebook and YouTube, and then Blog Talk Radio as of right now.
We certainly will check those out. And not only she's the host of the JoJo show, she is also inspired by her daughter Madeline to create the Stand By You Foundation, Face Them Out for Moist Marketing. It's not just the JoJo show; she's more than that. And what else she is known for, we'll talk about that in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, International Warring Author Mia Wilson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the amazing JoJo Hess of the JoJo Show after this time out. We're back with the amazing JoJo Hess of the JoJo Show here on the Mike Wagner Show from Little Rock, Arkansas. And of course, besides talking about the JoJo Show, which you've gotten off to a great start and everything, and we can find you all over the place. And also, you also have some foundations as well too. You became inspired by your daughter Madeline to create Stand By Youth Foundation, and tell us more about that.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm so proud of her for coming up with this idea. She went to camp one week, and then she met this little girl, and the little girl's in foster care, and her sibling was fixing to turn 18 and get removed from the system. And so when Madeline came home, she told me, "Mom, I want to do something for these kids because they don't have anywhere to go when they age out of the system." So our goal is to provide housing, college scholarships, and really just everyday life lessons for all the kids.
And how do they qualify for Stand by Youth Foundation? What's the criteria?
You know, I'm not going to turn anybody away. Now there is going to be guidelines. If you come and you get in trouble, then we're going to have to remove you. But everybody's accepted initially.
Mm-hmm. And also too, how do you guys get funded on the Stand by Youth Foundation?
Well, we have many fundraisers that's coming up here in Arkansas and in LA. But I'm so lucky to have Mr. John Carr, who founded the Charitable Giving Foundation, as my mentor and one of the board members of the foundation. So he's guiding me every step of the way. But there's not really a foundation like this, which I'm so surprised, but it's a no-brainer. People want to help the children, and they need to, because those children, they didn't choose that for themselves.
Mm-hmm. And what can we get more information about the Stand by Youth Foundation?
You can go look at the Facebook page right now, just the Stand by Youth Foundation Facebook page, and then the website's being created right now.
Mm-hmm. And also, you're also resiliency and grit coach as well, too, along with your many ventures. And tell us more about that, and what inspired you to get started?
Oh man. Well, I was asked to be a spokeswoman / host for the hashtag We Women's Empowerment organization. Once I went and I spoke a few times, then my mentor, Mr. Fred Smith, after hearing my story, said, "You need to go and just try to motivate others." But more so, I'm not really going to sugarcoat it. We all have issues. We all go through trouble. So it's time to just suck it up and move on. So that's basically what I teach them to do.
Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what they say. That's where I come from.
Exactly right.
and plus, you do some marketing yourself too. You're the face and model for Moist Marketing. And tell us more about that.
Okay. Well, that is owned and founded by my mentor, Fred Smith. And he helped me whenever I left the broadcasting networks. I was kind of in a down place. I was just unsure of where I wanted to go. And he picked me up, and he literally broke me down and picked me back up in about 5 minutes. But he has helped me every step of the way to help it to where it's grown, to where it's shown in profit, so on and so forth. And so he has people come and take courses with him, but I am the example that they learn from.
That's really interesting. And also, too, just another thing, we're here with JoJo Hess of the JoJo Show here on the Mike Wagner Show. And what else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, especially with your show?
2022 and beyond. So I have been asked to go host a little show. Now, potentially it's up to be put on a television network. So that would be amazing. But I don't want to jinx it, but that would be great. We're definitely going to be doing a few different little like toy drives and stuff come Christmas time, but really just growing the audience, growing the sponsors, and just getting everybody on that needs that exposure, because that's what it's all about. But yes, I would love to do some voiceovers at some point. I think that would be amazing.
we got a great laugh. I'm sure all the agents are probably calling you right now, but you're too busy right now being on the Mike Wagner Show. So
man, I tell you what.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm sure the Cartoon Network could use you on that one too. So we'll get into that when we have you back on. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influence in my career, that would be Dr. Ricky Perry. So he is my other mentor, and he literally saved my life one day. But he changed my entire mindset, because growing up, I didn't think that I was really capable or able to do much. I just thought I was just going to be a stay-at-home mom or work a 9-to-5 job, and that was about it. But he re-groomed, I'll say, my mindset, and then it opened a million doors once I realized that you can do anything that you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's very interesting. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Well, I believe I might have already said it, kindness is key. if you want to stand apart from the rest of the crowd, just show kindness to everyone that you run into, because nobody does that anymore. It's so rare.
It does, yeah, and it's just unbelievable. And of course, you're one of the bright spots on the show as well, too. And I guess I'll give a little giveaway. I'll be on with you pretty soon too. We'll talk more about that. Once again, we're with JoJo Hess of the JoJo Show here on the Mike Wagner Show. JoJo, a very big thank you for your time. You've been totally amazing, and looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep this up to date, keep in touch. We'd love to have you back on. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, and where can people also purchase, check out your works or your other ventures and everything else.
Absolutely. So Facebook, you can go to the JoJo page or the JoJo Show page. Same on Instagram and on TikTok and Twitter, and then the YouTube as well. And then on all of those platforms, there is a subscribe star link. You can follow that to go and support the show as well.
We certainly will do so. Once again, JoJo, very big thank you for your time. You've been totally amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and look forward to have you back on. We wish you all the best. You've got a great future ahead of you.